You know, we could believe that Christ walked on water. We can believe that there's planets out there, millions of planets. We could believe that there's demons and angels. We can believe that there is some magicians that are working with the demons. We could believe that there's 1% of the whole entire world that controls everybody, everything, from eating food to the money that we receive. We can believe that slavery was the worst thing that ever happened. We can believe that racist is bad. We could believe, this is for Israelites that believe this, and for those that don't know about Israelites or the Israelite community, but we can believe that there's no planets, that each planet is named after a fallen angel. We can believe that Enoch, the pyramids was made for Enoch. We can believe Enoch never died. We can believe that there was a flood that went to the top of the earth that flooded everybody. They have proof that there's bodies of fish on mountains. We can believe there's gods, goddesses. We can believe a host of crap. A whole bunch of stuff. We can believe that God, Christ, brought people back from the dead. We can believe Christ risen from the dead. We can believe that Jonah was swallowed by a whale for 3 days. We can believe a number of things. We could believe that they went to the moon 11 times. We can believe any crap that anyone has told us. We can believe all of it. No proof. We haven't done it. We haven't been there. We haven't seen it. But we can believe it. Why? But then there's a society of people that come and say the earth is flat or the earth is round, or that there's clones, people cloning other people. Why do we choose to believe one thing and believe that another thing didn't happen? We could believe God saved 4 people. We could believe the earth is billions of years old. We could believe that the earth is 6,000 years old. We could believe that we have a spirit. We could believe that we have a soul. We could believe these things. We could believe that the sun is 93 million miles away. Nobody's ever been there. We could believe a host of things, but we can't possibly know what's true. And that right there is what blows my mind. See, we had people here before these people came out of the caves. We had black people around for centuries before these people came out of the cave. Right? You had the Sumerians, the Babylonians. You had a whole bunch of people. But we believe all these things that happen in the world are happening. We could believe that the World Trade Centers was brought down by the government. The government that you think has your best interests at heart. Or doesn't have your best interests at heart, depending on what part of the line you're on. You can believe those things. You can believe they're trying to bring martial law into the world. You can believe all these things. But you don't believe that the earth is flat. We believe so many things. What is it that the earth is flat? What does that take away from anything? What does it show for anything? What does it mean? Does it mean that your whole existence is a lie? Does it mean you've been in a matrix of a belief system? Or not in a matrix of a belief system? We can actually believe that they killed 6 million Jews and care about that more than we care about slavery. And slavery ended after they killed the Jews. Racism is still going on after they killed the Jews. But we care about that more. Why do we choose to believe in the things that we believe in? Is it a social construct that is constantly replayed through our lives that gives us a sense of awareness to certain material or certain beliefs or certain things that happen through our history? Why do we choose to believe certain things and turn away from another? Some of us believe in the book of Enoch. Some of us don't. Some of us believe in the book of Joshua. Some of us don't. Some of us believe in the book of Jubilees, but some of us don't. Some Israelites believe that Esau is the white man. Some of us don't. How does this make or break you? How is this change the world? What is vain and what isn't? Who decides what we should believe and not believe? Some of us are starting to come to the realization that the Native Americans were actually black. And some of us are fighting that, saying that no, they weren't. How do we choose what to believe? How do we know what is true? Because you're not part of NASA. You've never been up to space. And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. They don't have to lie to everybody or make everybody or convince people to lie for them. You don't have to do that. You ever notice, like, you could lie to one person and that one person will tell your same lie to another person, not knowing that you lied to them? So, if you go to school for 30 years or you study for 30 years after school and you're a scientist, a physicist, right? And you grew up on the belief system that you was told, you never did any type of study or scientific studies or analysis on a particular subject, you took it as face value from somebody that you thought studied it, but they took it from face value because of what they was told. Now do I have to pay anybody else to lie? Or is the lie already constructed and working for me? These are the things that a lot of people fail to think about. You know, a lie does not have to be told to everybody that it's a lie. You just pick one person and tell him the lie. He feeds everybody else the lie because he doesn't know that it's a lie. Easy. Because you know half of them aren't going to go into space. But then you have that select few that know the truth. But what is truth? What is a fact? What is fiction? These are the things that we wrestle with every day of our being, of our existence. We work 9 to 5 to support ourselves in a world where there are billion and trillionaires. A trillionaire paying the same tax number, paying the same amount of taxes that you do. You make $2,000 a month, you're paying $500 in taxes, he's paying $500. He's paying $500 a month as well. But he makes trillions of dollars more than you in that month. Where's the law? It's a world of lawlessness. That's what we live in. That's why we're not able to believe one another or see what another one is thinking, because we are so bounded by what we already believed before we learned whatever truth that you learned. See, a lot of people follow their leader. In their mind, their leader can do no wrong. Regardless if you don't think like that, you're thinking like that subconsciously. Because I thought like that as well. How could this man tell me a lie when he's revealing so much out of a book that people have been reading for 100 years and haven't shown yet? How could he have lied? Why would he lie? Why do we believe what we believe? And where is the proof of what we believe to be true? This is not me questioning God. Not even close. This is me questioning you and your thought process and your mindset towards things. Because Christ said you had to be as a child. When you're a child, do you know anything? No. Do you question everything? Yes. And when you question everything, what do? You get it from multiple sources. And when you get it from multiple sources, that's how you are able to figure out if what was told to you is true or false. You can watch a bunch of Egypt movies from America and all of those people are white. You can read 100, 1,000 books in the library and it'll tell you the Egyptians weren't white. So who do you believe? The one that's been around forever, or the baby that's throwing a temper tantrum and fighting everybody across the world so that they believe him? Who do you believe?